chat, if you don't know who this is, Jayseto is a
Almond milk
Pokemon
just
streamer
redeemed
and
card
content
review.
creator. Jayseto, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you do?
My name is Just Seto. I'm a Pokemon streamer, recently made Basic Professor. I'm mostly a breaker. I own a Pokemon store here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. But I love playing TCG. I'm going to my first ever regionals in Toronto, and I figured I'm going to need a lot of help. And so I hit up Vice, and he's so kind to offer to do some coaching for me. So thank you so much.
That's awesome. Well put succinctly as well. That's cool that you own your own store or that you run a store. So I'm gonna do my best to help prep you. So we'll see how this goes. I've never really done coaching before. I've always been interested in trying it. So just to set your expectations, okay? Let's take a look at the deck list real quick. So you've got it sitting there. Yeah, let's have a look.
So, I mean, I cooked this a while ago. It's all I've been playing. I mean, I don't enjoy playing meta, so you'll never catch me playing Lost Box, or
Yeah.
Lost Tina. So this was a while ago when I first played Single Strike, and it occurred to me that using Archeops to accelerate energy would be pretty decent for Rapid Strike or Sifu. So I built this deck. I tweaked it a lot of times. I struggle a lot with high HP Pokemon like Charizard in the meta, and so that's why I teched in the Weird Deer and the Blissey in certain matchups. I can get set up, and they can get strong enough to knock out the Charizard in one go with 330 HP. I think the earlier deck list I sent you earlier today had like Justified Gloves in it for the Charizard matchup specifically. I ran it a couple of times. I was testing it a little bit. It wasn't consistent enough. I've decided to focus more on just taking out the Charmanders when they're on the bench. I find Cheryl has been coming in really, really clutch, especially with Palpad, since her Shifu gets rid of all his energy anyways. After taking some damage with 330 HP, it seems like tanky enough to handle Charizard hitting it once or twice, and Cheryl will heal it up. Canceling Cologne for the Manaphy is super annoying. I only run one though, so sometimes it's been tough. One of the things I struggle a lot with is if somebody paths to the peak really early, before I get my my Lugia restart ability active, then I just get really screwed, and there's no real way. I haven't found a good way to tech in Lost Vacuum. I don't really know what to take out for it. And I may be running too many energies, but I have had like one too many games where I just have gone through all my energy because Blissey had like 20 energy on it and it got knocked out and I was just screwed. So kind of the gist of it that I've been running so far. I've been doing okay with it, but keep in mind I had to make a new account recently because my old one got wiped, so I'm only like score bunny rank, so I'm probably beating on bots.
I mean, that's okay as long as you take your testing results with a bit of a grain of salt, right? Like you sort of understand that it's a good place to just get your reps in.
Yeah, for sure.
So like just basically playing the deck over and over and being very, very comfortable with the results that you're getting, or like with the way that the deck's setting up or not setting up, or what have you. It's a good way to pump out the games. So why don't we just head into a game on the ranked ladder? It's a season reset, so everybody's down there. You're going to be in the weeds against everybody. So how do you find Blissey V helps you?
Well, one of the things that I guess it's okay with is when my Urshifu takes damage and I can't get it back, and I have a lot of energy in my discard pile.
An insurance policy.
Yeah, basically an insurance policy. And I get some games where Blissey has a ridiculous amount of energy on it. Teched in, it might take a little bit of damage, but I have Big Charm, so it gets 300 HP with the V-Guard energy. So it's tankier than it looks. It might be a little almost dead. Oh, sorry, I gotta actually play here. And then I'll drop Weird Deer on bench with the Jet energy and add all the energy to it, and then it one-shot stuff.
So when I look at this hand, I'm thinking hang on to it and wait until next turn, because you can Ultra Ball, get the Archeops, then discard it with research, and then look for the way out after that. What do you think?
So for this hand, I kind of want to Ultra Ball just to check my prizes. Oh god, there's no time. Okay, I'll just enter for now. But what I was thinking was I could I either don't Ultra Ball. If I wait, I would use Ultra Ball on the Minion next turn. I could get the Professor Burnett, and
Mm.
then that would allow me a really quick setup. Because I have the Lugia V-Star in my hand already. But one thing is I don't
True.
like not having my Urshifu on bench
Yep.
for this turn.
Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. We didn't see anything, not even the Frigibacks, which is really
Yeah,
bad
not
for
the
them.
Pidgeyback, which is great for me, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So this guy has double rare candy in his discard already.
I think you try and leverage Lugia's HP. So this is like one of those things, right, where you can see what your opponent's trying to go for. They just want to, being a Chen Pao deck, they just want to set up to take 2 prizes a turn until they win, right? So the two ideas you've got here is like attack with Lugia and then maybe clean it up with Archeops later. You know, offset their prize trade situation,
Yeah,
or hopefully they miss the energy required because they have to get 5 energy onto the Chen Pao, which given that they've already got 2 on there, it's not it's not really unreasonable. But
I agree with Will Be Hidden. Yeah, he's right. I was thinking there's two. There's if I go attack with Lugia, I can knock out the Mesicoza, so they don't get a chance to use it on me.
true.
Um,
I reckon
and
power up
then
an Archeops.
yeah, okay, yeah, I'm down for that.
Get it ready to use. And then if nothing else, the Weird
Uh,
Ear's got like more to grab if needed.
yep. I think I value Jet Energy for versatility Limar because you guys
Yep.
not gonna do anything
Yep.
here.
I think that's
Doesn't matter which one I power up.
that's reasonable.
Uh,
And then we just
can
attack and then we draw a few extra cards if we get knocked out. So yeah, I think this is
Put it
fine.
out anymore? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just take. Interesting. Oh, okay. I think he had his rare candy prize.
Saved by the bell, huh?
I'm pretty sure that the reason this guy lost is because he milled both his rare candies, and then when he Irida, he realized he didn't have a rare candy left, and then he just conceded. So
Yep.
I think
That'll do it.
we'll take that, I guess. Of you. Um.
So why don't we take a look at the list again, and
Yeah.
let's have a think. So what this deck is very good at doing is, you know, targeting more than one thing at once. Obviously,
Yeah.
the things that Urshifu does is that it can knock out not just like weenie Pokemon, but like even like stage ones and things like that. It can potentially KO with the 120 120. So where you're the sort of vertical that this deck is missing is just something that can pump a lot of damage out without So like you've got Weird Air and you've got Blissey, but Blissey and Weird Air are like kind of situational. So when I think about Archeops, I'm thinking that the strength that you have to be able to leverage with that Pokemon is like basically Pokemon that are very difficult to power up in one turn because the requirements are really awkward. Weird is like to me, it's almost there with the ability.
Yeah.
But doesn't it feel like we should be able to get more bang for our buck with how much the Weird is doing? Like
Yeah. I think I played this long enough to feel the Blissey is a little bit not that useful. I mean, even if Blissey gets her ability off twice, I said her, but Blissey's ability off twice, like, then you have what a 300 HP Pokemon with all your energy, and if it get knocked out again, I'm still screwed.
yeah.
So,
My
unlike, oh
issue
yeah,
with them
sorry.
is they can't like protect the energy they've got attached very well as well.
Yes.
Like they're a little low on the HP front. I do like Frontier Road to get energy off something that basically to like deny like an easy prize. Like it's quite good if you swing with the Urshifu, it takes a bunch of damage, and then the Weird Ear, snags it, and then you play something like Cheryl. But I'm always at a crossroads roads with Cheryl because it always there's going to be a lot of games where it just doesn't go off for you, if that makes sense. Like that game just now, it was kind of like at the very beginning I said, well, this one's probably not going to be a Cheryl game, so we'll have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So one of my philosophies towards like improving decks and deck lists, because I like to use language that's kind of like simple for newer players to understand. I just try to like listen to feelings. So like every time I play, I just like think, okay, what cards felt good, what cards felt bad. If a card if I associate a card with like a really good feeling throughout a match, then I'll be like, yeah, I want to keep this in the deck. And then if I have another one that I'm just like neutral or ambivalent or whatever, like then yeah, it might be just taking up space. Run a game, it's all incremental, right? You play a game.
Yeah, of course.
You make a change, play a game, make a change. It's good. All right. I mean, Snorlax looks good in the active. Could be good.
Yep.
It's a bit of a nuisance. You've got the therapeutic in hand too, so you can just like turn one attached to it. It's fine.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good turn for me.
Yeah,
I
let's
think I'm
try
gonna
it.
drop this down.
Nah.
I think I'm good here.
Unless you're going first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going second. Oh
yeah.
shoot.
So yeah,
well.
kind of a rudimentary gotcha. But if they play rope, that can be a bit annoying. Maybe
Yes,
it baits the rope out. Maybe they go, oh, maybe they made a mistake and I'll play the rope. But that's all right. It's a minor thing. Geez, it'd be really good to get the Rillaboom, the Stage 2 one, and the the Rapid Strike Mustard. Because you could put Reversal Energy in the stack too, you know.
I kind of want to try that. Maybe not. Maybe like I'll make a copy of the deck.
Yeah,
Maybe not this one.
It'd be super cheeky, that's for sure. So we're going second. So
Second, yeah.
you probably you want to be able to set up for that turn 2, you know, double Archeops and all that sort of thing. I think just attach the energy, so you got more thinking time. I'm with you. So do you just Burnett this turn? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Do you Burnett or do you Arven? So if
item card.
What does Arven? What does Burnett get? Well, Arven next turn would get you the Lugia V-Star, but the problem is, yeah, no, it'd be all right.
I think it's fine. Yeah, I think I can Burnett this turn, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, unless they disrupt my hand or something.
So the only thing that would be like that would suck is if they somehow like KO the Lugia, but given what they're playing, they shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's Charizard, right? So I think it should be okay.
Yeah.
160 damage.
And then you've got
max.
You got Pumpkaboo in case they get any funny ideas about path, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem like it should be a thing.
If they path next turn and I have Pumpkaboo, I'm not gonna take it out of my deck. I'm gonna learn my lesson.
So let's see what they've got. They've got the Starbirth, of course, so you have to like almost assume that they'll always have the out here. So that Pidgeot is going to be quite annoying. Do we have a way to hit for 280 in this deck?
What's its weakness? Fighting. So yes.
No, the Pidgeot. It's weak to lightning.
Oh, the Pidgeot? Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the RCs. Weak to lightning. 280. If I have a ton of energy on Weird Deer, I would need.
Do you ever run like the Stage 2 Luxray? Do you
the one
think
that was
that
played
could
on
be
bench?
Good? Yeah, because you could run one reversal and that Luxray, and then you've got an out to just like knock out Pidgeot.
I have had Luxray in this deck before, yes.
Hmm.
I just wasn't using it often, so I took it out.
Okay.
Um, I think Luxray is pretty similar in single strike. I think I see it pretty often. I
Hmm.
think the one thing that I could see the issue in my deck is it's like it's half Lugia and half Urshifu, and neither one of them. It's kind of an amalgamation of both, and maybe it's half-assing two things. Oh, sorry, swore. It's
It's okay.
instead of doing one thing. Okay, so I just knock out on my Snorlax here. It's
It's all
whatever
right.
here.
So now they're on an uneven prize trade.
Yeah.
It does mean that at the end of the game they could knock out an Archeops. You won't be able to leverage your HP to sort of force the situation. Yeah, you're gonna have to go Lugia here. So just do that.
Urshifu is 3 prizes if you knock out the VMAX. So
True.
that could be bad.
That's true.
All right.
So
So let's see here.
you're just gonna have to keep on with the plan. You go Arvin,
Yes, Arvin.
and you'll need Ultra Ball.
Ultra Ball here. Yep.
You,
Um.
you maybe should have grabbed a tool as well.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
that's my bad.
Um,
Although, what tool do I have other than Bravery Charm? I think this is the only one.
yeah, it still might have been good to thin the deck by one. Any way that you can fish cards out of the deck is important to think about.
So in this case, I mean, I don't need the Pumpkin anymore because I'm going to use the Summoning Star anyways.
Hmm.
Um.
Now,
Hmm,
another line of play
hmm.
emerges as well because you could go for Luminion.
Wait. Oh, here? Luminion. I could go for Luminion, and
Or off the Ultra Ball. Oh wait, you already
but
used Arvin. My bad.
I
My
used a
bad.
trainer
Yep.
already. Yeah.
My bad.
Uh, Bravery Charm here would give me enough to actually survive a hit on my Luminion from Charizard at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm
That seems
thinking
good.
I'd actually
Y-
drop the Rapid Strike here.
yes. Yep. You'll have to. V Star.
Yeah, V-Star. So this is the thing, I'm not gonna have like this level of time to think during the regional, and especially it's gonna be real life as well, and I haven't practiced much. I feel like I'm gonna go like Owen however many rounds there will be, but it'll be fun to learn, I
My,
guess.
as long as you're playing a deck that looks like this, I'm happy to endorse the decision. I'm very glad that you've had more than just that stall deck that you showed me in mind
Oh,
because
that thing was.
that one was bending my mind. I was like, okay, Jayceto wants to play this deck. I've got to understand it. And I played it a bunch yesterday, and I kind of just like reconfirm for myself the advice that I give to people who ask me, should I play control? And it's kind of like, well, if you're asking me, my answer is no, because uh, there's a good chance that you haven't put in enough time to sort of be happy with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's just DT here, right? Or
I would go gift.
gift? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But gift and
Have you got enough energy? You should, right?
uh
Because you got the second
gift.
Archeops as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, okay.
You mean for the second choice? Yeah,
I'm
go DT.
thinking, yeah, because
Yeah.
like I actually don't need to. Uh, do I need to?
I think it's better to hide the one energy that you've got in hand, and using the Archeops was it Primal Turbo means that you're thinning the deck one by one
You're
as
right.
well.
That makes sense.
So
I just
continue
thought about
to
maybe adding energy to another Pokemon instead.
yeah.
S- because now I'm in an uneven amount where I have to add it to the Lugia. But
I
no, I
think
think this is okay.
I think at this
Yeah.
stage just attach the jet energy.
How many do I have? Two. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay, this should be okay.
Yep.
Um,
This is what you've got to work with, so we'll see.
and my idea was like possibly like setting up an Archeops or something. Because if I have more energy, it doesn't matter with Weird Deer if I pull it up at some point. It would just all get onto it anyways. And if it's all on Lugia, nothing else set up to attack, that could be rough. But I think it's fine here. Yeah, I think the stall deck was just like really straight anti-meta. Like super
Hey,
anti-meta.
there we go. So we've tanked a hit. That's good.
Yep.
Nest Ball. There's an important pickup for you. What's it going to be though? I think you
Let's
play
see
it.
here. Yes, for sure. Um. Okay, gives me a good time to check my prizes. I check my stuff here. So I've got two of those. One boss, so one boss is prized. One of my Mesicos is prized, and I think one of my Archeops is prized, right? Because I'm in four. Okay, so it's either Weird Deer or Urshifu. I think it will take me 2 turns to get Rapid Strike Urshifu out, whereas Weird Deer could have
Uh,
immediate value.
Urshifu has still got value even if it's hitting for 150. Pick something. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I have no time. Uh,
That's all
I
right.
really missed the ability to add more.
Put some energy on. So what we're kind of doing is okay. So think about it. You're probably attacking with Lugia this turn anyway. Like even if
Yeah.
you, regardless of what you pick there, you're probably picking Lugia. So the way I want you to look at it is we're kind of playing around the idea that we get exactly the cards that we need off the prizes to keep the
Okay.
game going.
Yeah.
So Weird Ear is the kind of card that we want to be a surprise. We don't want to just like put it down if we're not using it on the same turn. So
That's fair. Okay.
let's play like you're just gonna rip like the perfect supporter off the prizes or the top of your deck.
I don't think I need a double turbo again. I could thin out my deck, right? But I don't know what I'm using it on.
I don't think so. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go firm, go for the hits. I think I'm gonna take damage here, 40, yeah. And he will trade back
That's
next
okay.
turn.
If you're not knocked out, I'm happy.
Okay, I got the... Okay.
There you go to creation. Thanks all for the recent follows and stuff like that. Jaeger, I see you. I hope you're all enjoying the live coaching session. This is something I've wanted to do for a really long time, so I'm very happy that Josetto reached out. Can you get some of that coaching? I think we could tee something up. So what have they done? Just swung back with the Charizard.
Yeah, I'm back with the Zard. That's a lot of energy gone that I can get back. I mean, this turn it's probably just the...
So it's an interesting opportunity, and we've got the gift energy proc as well. That's so good. So yeah, let's go Urshifu, because we might be able to knock out the Charmander here, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely. I can knock out the Charmander if I can get...
Yeah, so this old chestnut, huh? So it's gonna have to be the flip.
Rage. I got 2 flips. Alright, 1 L so far. That's fine.
Alright. I mean, maybe you grab the Weird Ear now and you put it in hand.
Yeah, I put it in hand. Alright, I got one more shot at this.
It's gonna be a Mesagyoza.
Some good luck, please. Let's go. That's good.
So that's all right.
That's good.
So let's have a think about like the prize map for a second. Is there even a point to knocking out the Charmander? Because you gotta take 4 prizes from here on. So maybe the line is you evolve into Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX.
Yeah, I do think I get it either way.
And you do 120 to the Charizard and 120 to the Pidgeot.
That's still not enough. Yeah, like, my thinking here is like, then I could possibly contend with this guy getting another Charizard on bench.
That's all right.
Kind of a pain.
You're gonna have to start doing things like just discarding. Like you have to find something else to take the KOs with.
Ah, shoot.
So it might be weird here. Maybe you bench it. Does the
Just gonna
ability
bench it.
proc at any time? Like you use the ability?
Yeah, whenever I move it to the active spot.
Right. Yep. Okay. So this is fine. I think that you've got one turn to. I want to see like an energy get put onto the Weirdeer, maybe. This is a tough one.
Gift.
This is gonna be a tough game, but
Probably a
yeah,
gift.
yeah. Just put gift. That'll do for now.
Do I wanna lost vacuum this guy so he can't mess it goes, or is that like troll?
No, I don't think it's gonna matter because they're Pidgeot anyway.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
So now, I think just 120 and 120.
Should I get energy on the weird gear? I mean, it doesn't even have to go on the weird gear. I can just
Use
put out
one.
energy
Yeah,
anywhere.
use one ability. Use one thing of the ability.
Uh, that should be fine.
Sure.
I'm thinking like, yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be on the weird gear, right? Like, if I spread it out
Yeah, you
a
can
bit.
spread it out. Maybe put it on the Archeops or something.
Yeah.
So, can you discard this energy? Do you think that this energy matters to have? Do you have Switch? Do you have Switch in the deck?
No, I don't. I'm really banking
No.
on a jet energy. There's got to be. If I get a jet energy, I'll be chilling. If not, it'll be a problem.
Yeah, I think that you have to. And so the reason why is because in the near future you're going to need things like boss's orders because of course they're just going to retreat the Charizard and attack with a different one. You also need
Yeah.
things like Iono in the hand and all sorts. So
Just
like I don't
doing
mind
stuff
like
like that.
thinning out the last double turbo maybe. Maybe you just don't do anything and hang on to it because the other thing you could do on this turn is get a Lugia onto the bench.
Yeah, I think I don't have to get. I don't think I have to use it this turn
Mm.
because I have enough where I have two where I'll be able to get all the next turn anyway. So there's no point in me using it right now. I'm
Yeah,
just checking what I have.
just hit done and I think that you have to research these energies away, which is pretty tough.
Yeah, I
You,
think so too.
yeah, I don't think like the otherwise what you're doing is you're hoping that you get the cards off the top of the deck, and it's tough.
Yeah, and I wouldn't.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think Lugia is good on the bench because that gives you a different option as well.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. And yeah, all you can do at this stage is a rapid flow. And so remember, there's no point in knocking out the Charmander.
This doesn't take damage, right? On the bench?
Yeah, it will. It will. It's not Terra. It's not Terra.
Oh, it's not Terra. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
So the way we win is really if this game goes longer than 2 turns, we're gonna lose, and we're gonna be lucky to get more than 1 turn. So
If I had Cheryl.
yes. So this is the game that demonstrates that maybe Cheryl does
Cheryl's
have
good
a
against
place.
Charizard for sure, because he doesn't have enough damage to knock me out in 1 turn. It's
Yep.
the best deck for me to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew that this was going to happen, and this is why I wanted you to play the research, to try and find the disruption.
No, I don't know. How are you gonna find Cheryl? I believe in the heart of the cards. I do have SE2 on my last name. I should have been a Yu-Gi-Oh streamer.
Yeah, this is kind of also the game that shows like maybe something like Radiant Zala would be good. Just a massive 250 damage.
With Luminous.
Hmm.
Oh, what the? Oh shit. Wait. No. Oh wait, hold up. Wait.
Yeah, there's things
Okay.
happening. There's things happening. Oh, I don't know about that. But
Oh, was that bad? Okay, it was bad. It was most
yeah,
definitely bad. I
yeah.
probably should have. Yeah, I fucking I grouped it. Oops. I should have put the Lugia in.
So maybe you still hit the jet energy. Maybe it's big brain. Attach the double turbo to your Lugia. Because I think you
Okay.
want to attack with Lugia here. Because it's
But
the card that's... Oh, double turbo is going to make it,
yeah,
yeah,
I
too
can't.
low. So just
Hold up.
try the Archeops
Um,
now.
yeah. Wait. Uh,
Oh, no.
shit.
Yeah, there's not enough energy.
I think I should have Ionoed first before Archeopsing there.
I don't think it matters. We needed something other than jet energy to be in the deck.
Because Iono puts this back into the deck, so I would be able to grab it.
No, so
Double
but
turn.
the problem is that as soon as you attach that double turbo, you can't knock out the Charizard because it reduces your damage. So that's
You're
what I
right.
was looking for.
Yeah. Wait, if I Iono here and he can't knock me out. He can't if he doesn't have a boss, he can't knock me out.
So
Right?
yeah, okay. So here's a potential line. You just attack with Cheryl again. Oh, sorry, you attack with Rapid Strike Urshifu. So
Yes,
yeah, do
I
that.
should attach quickly, yeah.
Do that.
Um
And then you could
no,
Iono.
it's I think it's doomed. I don't have enough energy. What is prized if I remember correctly, right? Oh no, it's not prized. I just don't have it in. And he has Pidgeots. I mean, yeah, he's just gonna Pidgeot the boss. Ah. Okay.
It's all
Well, I mean,
right.
I own anyways. Yeah.
Just play like they don't have the boss. It's fine.
Yeah. They
So
cannot have it.
yeah, and then like nine times out of 10, yeah, they're just gonna have bosses orders in the deck. But there's gonna be that 1 out of 10 where you make the play like they don't have the answer. You've got to just continually readjust the parameters that are required for you to win. This is why I had you play the research to try and get the boss's orders into that hand, because what
Yeah.
happens is if you got the boss's orders off that previous research, then on this turn you could have, instead of promoting the Urshifu, you promote the Lugia, and then you could have used boss's orders on the Pidgeot and knocked it out. But we played the research and we didn't get anything. So I'm still very happy with the way that the game was played. It's just unfortunate that it panned out the way that it did. I guess I was gonna
Doesn't
say
matter.
at
Yeah.
least evolve
Oh, yeah.
the Lugia,
But I think
but yeah, there's like not a lot going on left for you. You've got like you can maybe attack with the Archeops, and that's about it.
yeah.
So it's all right.
This is definitely a misplay here. If I brought this up,
It's
then
all right.
boss
This
into
this
that
is the
would have been good,
challenge
yeah.
of doing coaching on live. Like I can see chat over there basically shouting commands at you, and you've only got like a limited amount of time to think and make your decisions. Chat may or may not notice when I just start completely ignoring them,
That's for sure. Okay,
and
yeah,
then
he gets the
make
knockback here.
plays.
Oh, if I promoted, maybe. But I didn't have enough energy to attack anyway, so I guess it would have been enough.
It's all right. So I think the learning that you got from that game, to me, like the really important lesson that I would like you to take from that is that you gotta like sometimes you gotta play like you're just gonna get the cards that you need, because you sort of like figure it out in your head and you go, okay, this is the way that I win in the shortest amount of turns possible. And so like there was that turn where it was tempting to go for the rapid flow on the Charmander and the active, But knocking out the Charmander doesn't bring you any closer to winning the game. All it does is stop them from getting a second Charizard. The only
Yeah.
way you were winning that game is by on the turn where we played the research. I was like, right, we're trying to set ourselves up for the turn following where we need boss's orders onto the Pidgeot to stop them.
Yeah.
It didn't eventuate, and that's all right. It's all right. This is what
That's definitely something I wouldn't have done by myself. So that was a really great call for me. Like definitely good takeaway.
I hope so.
Um,
At least
yeah.
that's the way that I look at it. The way that I think about this game and the way that I think about like especially in like a online ranked environment is it's all about squeezing those percentages of winning. So when you play, you know, you draw your opening hand, they draw their opening hand, and then from there, based on your opening hand, what's prized and things like that, there's often like a good chance that one side is going to be favored than the other, right? Like somebody gets off to a good start. Maybe it's just the fact that they went first, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And,
my win rate going second is pretty bad, but yeah,
yeah,
no, for sure.
but if you can squeeze those games for as much as you can, maybe you pick up wins that are often losses or that seem like they should be losses. You know what I mean? So if you can sort of rerun the simulation in your head every turn and be like, okay, what do I have to do to win? What do they have to do to win? And just figure it out. You figure out, okay, it looks bad, but if I get this card off the prize, or if I get this card off the top deck, or if they hit me with the Ionu and I get this collection of cards, like I can still win. And then if you think I can still win, then you make the play, and you know maybe 4 out of 5 times it doesn't work out, but maybe that 1 in 5, maybe you get thrown a bone, right? And you top deck a
Yeah.
card that you weren't thinking about, and you're like, oh, that works. That does work. So
No, for sure.
yeah,
Like that's actually so true. One of the biggest things is like I definitely get in my own head. I'm like, oh shit, he's just gonna boss me next turn, or he's gonna do this next turn, and then I'll just that gets in my head and I'll misplay because in my mind I'm already thinking the next turn is doomed. And I'm no longer thinking optimally of what the proper play could possibly be if things go well. Yeah, so I think that's definitely something
yeah,
a good takeaway there.
yeah. You just get your reps in. Just play heaps of games. Think about like how quickly can you win. It's like it's all like a game, like it's like a race, right? You're in a race to take 6 prizes against each other.
What's the highest you've ever placed in rank in the ladder?
I think I got to 1600 the one season where I actually like tried to rank up, and then I thought, you know what, it's not really worth the investment of time. Something about the ranked system in this game is deeply unsatisfying because after a certain point, like the progression is not, it doesn't really feel like it's there. And I don't know, I just don't want to subject people to 500 games of Giratina Lost Zone Box to try and get there. There's no like win streaking, there's no nothing, so
500 games of Giratina Lost Zone sounds about right.
unless you build something that can cheese wins. So I think like control or stall could get there too, but they're very slow as well. You know,
Yeah, you have to play.
the very first person to ever make it to Arceus rank did it with Durant. Very funny.
Durant, like the mill card?
Yep. Because most people aren't ready for it.
Huh. So you're telling me there is a chance with Wishcash.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, if you can surprise someone enough. Hey, Bukowski, the rewards are poo-poo for the time it takes. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So let's hear. It's gonna be Charizard yet again. That guy I probably struggle with the most. So it's probably a good run.
So
I
let's
do have
go. Yeah, we want Urshifu, don't we? We need a lot
Yes.
actually. We're going second, right? So we probably want Minion, huh? We got all those
Uh,
Lugias.
well, I guess this. Let me take a check to look at this. What do I have?
I mean, you gotta
Do I
take.
even have the Rillaboom? I do have it. I have Zero as well. That's nice. Do I have the Spiral Energy available? I do. That's pretty good.
Okay. How many spiral did you
Um,
put in?
there's only one, so the
Whoa!
room for yeah.
You really need like 2 or 3 because you want to be able to power up the Zero Aura as well.
Yeah, I realized afterwards that this is only one is definitely not good enough,
That's all right. That's all right.
but
Let's
it's
just
okay
work.
for
Let's
this.
work with it. So you're probably gonna take Archeops, right? Because you can
Yeah,
discard it
I'm
with
gonna discard
Ultra.
it. Yep. Ooh, one thing I don't have a good idea of when is appropriate
Mm-hmm.
is to like when do I just my tempo is so bad I need to get the Archeops out, even if it's only one. And I never do a good job. I think I'm gonna drop one of these. I never do a good job of identifying when
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
fine.
okay for me to say like, um, I'm falling behind too much. I need to just like get rid of one. Get one out
So
of the
do
field.
you Minion and Iono, or do you, or do,
I think I wanted the minion Iono.
yeah? What's your supporters? Let's have a look.
I mean, I already have one.
Well, you don't have
So I
any
have
Iono,
two.
I think.
Yeah, I don't.
So
Oh crap.
you have to research. That's all right. Attach energy and research. That's all you can do.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm behind.
You got DT, so you're
Uh,
only. Or do you have another Lugia V Star? I assume you do.
in my deck,
Yeah.
I have one in the discard.
I guess put
I
the
think
Luminion and find out.
so. If I don't, then yeah, I don't think I can. Let's see here. I think I do though. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So we should be good.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I think sitting on this doesn't do enough. Double turbo, they can't knock us out unless they have choice band or something silly. It's really not a
oh,
choice band deck.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Aroma?
odds
Aromas?
that he does enough damage to knock me out low, right? Probably not.
So what do we want in this matchup? We want the Rillaboom. And then Urshifu is like actually good. Because if you play Urshifu down this turn, you could just pivot into the VMAX and then knock out the Arceus to get you started.
I think I'm good with that. Yeah. Um. So I mean, what's obvious to me immediately is just get another discard out, right? I should definitely do that.
Do
Um.
you grab the Rillaboom and make them scared?
I I'm kind of down for that actually. I know
Mm.
that if I grab the Rillaboom, there's no way I'm going to be able to grab the Zeraora because I won't have the spell energy to play it.
And
But
so
the
here's the
weakness,
thing: they can't like knock it out with anything unless they've got like Radiant Charizard or something. And even then, yeah, like
yeah,
as long as you're not until you start taking prizes, like, it just doesn't matter. So yeah, you can just
that's
put it into play.
dang it. That's unfortunate.
Mm.
I'm just gonna grab something to discard, really. I don't think it.
You could scare them with the Zero Aura. Yeah, actually, Snorlax might be good. You've got so you can just like put it into hand, right? And you got to think about whether. So you need 2 slots open for the Archeops. So yeah,
This is the problem is I have to discard a ton of things here to get the second Archeop. Okay, so
maybe you just wait.
yeah.
See what your top deck as well.
I
May-
could get the Archeops in hand and a discard with Read of the Wind.
I think. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. Do that. Yeah, Ultra Ball. Get rid of.
I think it's a
I,
Starlax, right? Or I think it's this. I'm not gonna be able to fit another one on bench.
yeah, play like they're not going
So
to knock out the Lugia because if they do that, we're going to lose.
we're just gonna lose anyways, yeah. I don't think I can fit Snorlax. If I'm playing Rillaboom double Archeops, I just don't
You
have room for it.
you can discard the Snorlax. It's all right. Sometimes when I don't know what to do, I you just make a decision and then just try and remember whether it was good or not. So yeah, grab the Archeops and then you read the wind.
Yeah.
And that to me is a pretty good turn.
Yeah, I'm happy with this turn for sure. Nice.
Yep.
I mean, if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. I don't know how he'll do it, but we'll see. I'm also having like so much fun, honestly. Like, I haven't had. Sometimes you just grind this game so much, you don't have fun anymore. And that's how I got burned out from other card games like Hearthstone, Legends of Runeterra, even Teamfight Tactics,
Yeah.
League of Legends, stuff like that.
I'm
having a lot of fun right now. So.
I used to really enjoy Hearthstone.
Yeah, same.
Really enjoy it. Wow, very nothing turn from them. All they did was Trini over there. Was it Trini charge? Wow, that's bad from them.
I think they lose here, really.
Yeah, so you wanna try and go for the Rapid Strike. So you need Lugia V-Star and you need Rapid Strike Urshifu.
And I think
starts with a flip.
Yeah, here we go. Sweet.
Good.
I will take that.
So you get your Lugia.
Go here. And I mean, at this point, I think the deck plays itself. I can just Summoning Star here for sure. On the bench. Oh my god. That would have been bad.
So what you're looking to do here now is Ultra Ball for the Rapid Strike Urshifu.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay.
They know.
Well, they called it.
Yeah.
Well done. Easy clap. Yeah, and you were just Gale. Was it Gale? Was it Rapid Strike Flow? Yeah, I'm getting like the two attack names mixed together. Yeah.
Rapid Strike Flow or whatever.
Yeah. Rapid Flow, the two Charmanders, and they'd be like, what do I do now? So yeah. Final thoughts on that deck. You want Switch? Maybe you want Tower of Waters? Like, because that's a pretty good one for you.
You know what? I think I like Tower of Waters. I didn't like it before because it was I'm only running one. But now there's so many Rapid Strike Pokemon. I definitely like Tower of Waters. I definitely need more Spiral Energy.
Yeah. So shout outs to Charizard for reminding us of that energy. Yeah, it goes to show that there's a lot of different verticals that you can improve on as a player. It's not just like the mechanics of playing the game itself. It's knowing the card pool and what cards are out there. And for that matter, deck building, they sort of go hand in hand as well. They all like inform each other and tie together, but they're all like different ways that you can sort of improve and think about the game. Something that I like to think about is how the best players in the game are the trendsetters. So they're the ones that dictate, to the rest of us, like, how are these decks supposed to be played? And often they're not like afraid to try and be different. I think that the best ones or the best players are the ones that make decks and deck lists that they're not like trying to reinvent the wheel, but they do things just a little bit differently. Just a little bit differently.
Yeah, so. I mean, definitely. I mean, there's a lot more opportunities to this than I thought there were. It's definitely not a solved game for sure.
Yeah. And it's that aspect of like there being new cards that come out all the time, and the once a year rotation that occurs with Pokemon as well. It means that there's only like a short amount of time, and we only have a limited amount of time to like figure it all out. So yeah, it's a very compelling thing about this game for sure.
I guess that my last question before I drop off, because I've taken a lot of your time already, is like,
it's all right.
Maybe I still don't understand really the value of this Snorlax or just single prize attack in general. I understand because like, okay, single prize attackers are good, do a lot of damage. They'll like, if my opponent's knocking it out, they're on odd pricing. Is there anything else that I'm missing, like, that makes it so valuable here in this deck?
It's an extra wrinkle in the progress of your opponent being able to win. So think about like the damage output at times with your deck. If you're using like Rapid Strike Flow with Rapid Flow with Rapid Strike Urshifu, and you plonk 120, let's say, onto a Pidgeot, right? And then you go try and like catch up in prizes. If you're in a situation where you're trying to catch up in prizes, you need a single prize attacker. You could use your Archeops to do that, but if you need to do more damage and like actually bridge that gap into a KO, you send up the Snorlax, you hit them with the Iono, knock out the Pidgeot, like whatever you have to do. I guess you wouldn't be using Iono in that same turn, but you know what I mean? Like you basically, if you can create like all these little hurdles that your opponent needs to try and overcome in order to continue on their race to victory, then maybe they stumble. Maybe they fall over and they just miss a turn and they're forced to like knock out the Snorlax instead of what they actually want to attack. And it's little things like that that buy you extra turns. It's all about like, this game is like how many turns do you need to win? How many turns does your opponent need to win? And if you can look at the trajectory of a game and can see that your opponent's on their way to winning, the thing that you need to do is like try and put up those hurdles for them to fall over. And if you ever like get a turn where your opponent, do you remember like the very first game where I said ignore the Charmander on the bench because all it does is it gets you one prize. If you think about the number of turns needed to win the game,
the same amount.
It's the same amount, and all you've done is you've not put damage on the thing that you need to KO. So
and I've lost energy too for no reason, really.
So if you create a scenario where your opponent is just forced to try and deal the Snorlax, and Snorlax is not an easy Pokemon to knock out either. It's got like a lot of HP, and
single prizer too, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't like risk your Archeops, so you could use it at any point in the game too.
That makes sense.
You can't Sableye it. You know, if you're Giratina, you can't even use your V-Star attack on it. You have to Lost Impact.
Yeah. Okay.
Sam.
Cool. I'm going to mess with this a little bit more.
Yeah.
And
your homework with this deck is to try and find some flexibility. So maybe you cut into the stadium counts. Like think about, I think that having Vacuum and Collapse Stadium is really good. So I'm hesitant to mess with the stadium situation. And I know you need the canceling clones as well for it to be effective. So it's going to be a struggle, but you've got to find flexibility. Maybe the Jet Energies are the right way. Yeah, maybe cut Palpad.
Rapid Strike. Not Rapid Strike. The Power of Waters, I think, is a must here, really. The fact that I don't have it now with so many Rapid Strike. Anyways, I'll figure this out off stream. Thank you so much for your time, man. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Super helpful, super informative.
All right. Thanks so much, Jay Seto.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
See ya. Wasn't that fun? I've always wanted to do a live coaching session. So thank you so much, Jay Seto, for joining me, and everybody from Jay Seto's community that was shooting through and saying hello.